Hi and welcome back to the channel.
So today we are looking at the Michelin World Enduro, the combo of the front and rear tyre. So about 6 months ago, put out a video on the channel just looking at the rear after riding it for a couple of weeks, and then pretty much shortly after that went on to both that front and rear. So we've been riding that through pretty much every type of conditions.
Yep.
Probably mostly in the mud, I'd say. Being in Scotland and the UK, it is mostly rain and mud we've had through autumn, and into some pretty freezing and even snowy conditions now. So that tyre really has been ridden in everything.
Yeah, we done lots of riding. We done lots of riding in the past 6 months, so we tested it well.
4 rides a week maybe, and everything. Yeah. So let's have a look at the front tyre quickly. The centre tread is really well spaced out, so you don't get it clogging up with mud easily. And I think that's probably, for me, and I guess for you as well, the top priority. With the mud, you need a tyre that's going to keep fairly clean when you're going down the trail and shed that mud.
Like the grip, it's there all the time. Even like on the muddiest conditions, like you don't need to be bothered.
Pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah.
The side knobs as well, they stand really tall, and they give you phenomenal grip in the corners. And I think, for me anyway, the biggest difference with this tyre has been the grip in the corners. When you go round them, you can almost feel like you're in rails sometimes. They just keep giving.
Definitely. On the tyres before, sometimes when you went flying in a corner, your front would move just tiny bit, but it puts you off the balance. And on this, it just doesn't happen. It's just solid. Yeah, it's great.
For reference, we were running a Max's combo, both of us before. Couples tyres. We were on a Max's shorty up front and a Minion DHF in the back. Braking traction is excellent. You can stop pretty much anywhere you want to. On steep chutes, you can track stand, have a wee look at your line. Yeah. Pretty amazing.
Agree. Also, it holds well on the rocks, it holds well on the dust. It's all around there.
So looking at some of the conditions we've actually ridden these in, speaking of that, so I think in the summer we got some nice dusty days. Took it in the Fort William World Cup track, and it's really planted in the rocks. So before, where I noticed the shorty was a wee bit skittery at times when it got drier or it got loose, the Michelin is just planted. You can trust it. And then I think that's obviously been the dust. I think went on to autumn and managed to get one race in this year, which was Grippiest, and what a race it was. So there's a video on the channel if you want to see that. It was an absolute mud fest.
That was crazy.
It was something else.
I never seen as much mud. Jesus, I thought I seen it all, and then this came along. In one point, Laura crashed, and then was actually body print in the mud when she stand up.
It was brilliant. It rained for days before it, and having these tyres on, it was just a game changer. Obviously, it was still mega slidey. Nothing was going to compete with that mud. But actually having these on gave me the confidence to go that bit faster. I managed to get third place in that race, and I really don't think I could have done it without having these tyres on. Can honestly say that. Now we're in winter. It's freezing, snowy.
I see.
Really, we've had these conditions now for about 6 weeks, and it's quite unusual. In Scotland, we don't usually get this much and for this long. So hell yeah, we've done a lot of rides on the snow, but I had one up in the open hillsides as well, just in the powder and just getting some turns in, having a laugh, and I was really surprised at how well it performed. For not being a specific snow or mud tyre, this tyre it's a great all-rounder.
Maybe now today, for example, -12 outside, pretty cold, crispy, and there was just so much grip. Even everything else was frozen, you still find lots of grip. I didn't have a problem with traction today.
And I think for me, one of the most important things I want is a tyre that will perform well in a whole variety of conditions, so that I don't need to change it, because when you're set up tubeless, the last thing you want to be doing is constantly changing your tyres depending on the conditions. I like how you can put these on and you know that if you've got a dry day, you're fine. If it suddenly turns wet overnight, no worries, you're sorted. And then even in the winter, it's great. So the front tyre comes in 2 different compounds, the Magi-x and the Gum-x, and been on both. The Magi-x is the firmer compound, and I found it worked great. The only thing I found in winter, well, recently when we got down to the really cold temperatures, freezing temperatures, it was a wee bit too stiff for me on some of the routes, and I found that I had a bit more traction with the softer Gum-x. The Magi-x it firmed up too much in the cold. So I've taken it off for winter, that's just my preference, and I'm looking forward to putting it back on in spring, just using that Gum-x for now. I think Michelin market these compounds. The Magi-x is for faster speeds, more aggressive, that's what they say, and the Gum-x is if you're not sure, sort of your average rider, don't know which one to go for, then I'd say the Gum-x, you can't go wrong with it. It will have your back. Pressures, run them about, I think both of us, I run mine about 20 psi.
I run 21 at front and about 19 in the back, but I've got inserts in the back, so that's why.
Yeah, running the rim packed inserts in the back, and that setup worked well. Not had a puncture in the whole time we've been running these.
Yeah.
I know, touch wood.
That was a game changer, actually, the inserts. It's just so good.
Yeah.
Like, you can really run lower pressures and, like, you know, rely on the grip. Have, like, as much grip you need.
So I think, pressure's obviously a totally personal thing, depending on your weight, what you like, how you ride, the conditions.
And what do you ride?
But that's kind of a reference for us. So how long do they last? Because sometimes when you get a tyre that's really grippy, you wonder if you're going to be replacing it all the time. But this is our first 6-month review of them, and we're still on I'm still on the original tyres. You changed your bike, so I think you might have changed yours. But 6 months out of these. The rear is ready for replacement now. I could push it another month or 2, but really have sacrificed grip, and what's the point?
In the summer you will probably keep it on, but over the winter you want as much grip you can get.
Absolutely. And the front still got another month or 2 in that, and I'm going to get that changed. So 6 months riding about 3-4 times a week, pretty damn good, I'd say.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. Absolutely. So that's a review there. Wanted to do this, as I said, for a while, just after running them through all the different seasons, share our thoughts, because they really are cracking tyres, and it has been a total game changer.
Definitely, really highly recommended.
Any questions, just drop them in the comments, and I'd be interested to hear from anyone else if you run them or you tried them, or what you think. What's your combo? What are you using? How you finding it? Let us know in the comments. Great, and we'll be hopefully back to some trail vlogs next week if the weather permits, which I think the snow is due to melt. So fingers crossed.
Great, soggy.
All the wet weather. See you next time.